Indonesia has a population of 250 million people. Due to slow expansion of public transit, its cities are in a constant state of gridlock. Given these conditions, motorbike taxis form an important means of transport. The majority of the motorbike taxis are driven by men and fail to attract many female customers.
I would hesitate to ride a motorcycle sitting behind a man.
In 2015, entrepreneur Effelita Adriani attracted attention with her new idea for a business. Effelita's company is Indonesia's first ever motorbike taxi by women and for women.
Our service recruits exclusively female drivers. The business is set up to only serve female customers who need to travel many places during the course of their busy day. It's been an area of inconvenience for women in the past. Now, I want to help Indonesia's women by providing a safe and reliable means of transport.
Her story. Effelita's company, OJESY, is based in the state of East Java.
These ladies are responsible for managing the reservations received through the application. When we first opened the business, we could only take orders over the phone. But now most of our customers place them using our app.
This is her company's app. Once the customer inputs their preferred destination, the system uses GPS to allocate the nearest taxi. In Indonesia, 1 in 4 people carries a smartphone. The company has won praise for the app, which now fields around 100 requests per day.
Hello, I'm here from OJESY. Are you Enda? Please wear a helmet for safety.
The motorbike taxis cost around 60 US cents for the first kilometer and 20 cents for each additional kilometer. The price is roughly 20% less expensive than a standard taxi. 6 months after starting her business, Effelita began a new service, taking children to and from school. The lack of public transportation forces many parents to take their children to school themselves. The driver arrives at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when school lets out.
How was school today?
It was really fun.
The passenger is Rahma, a first-year junior high school student. She began using the service about 6 months ago.
When students use the service, we arrange to have the same driver every day. Parents will frequently request a particular driver to transport their child to and from school. They feel more secure using the service if they know the driver. It improves communication and contributes to better service, which I feel is very important.
The trip takes 20 minutes.
How was my driving?
Nice and slow. I felt safe.
Because the parents trusted me to transport their child, I always do my best to drive safely, since I take her to school and back every day. She feels like my own child to me. See you tomorrow.
See you later.
Hi, Rahma. It's time for dinner.
Rahma's parents both work. In the past, they had taken turns picking up their daughter from school.
Eat this too. I made a sauce with fried chilies.
Her mother, Puji, now uses the time she has after work to cook an evening meal instead of driving around. It was Rahma's father, Abdul, who made the decision to start using the service.
My daughter prefers not to ride with male drivers.
We feel more comfortable because the drivers are women.
I work in sales. To go and pick her up, I would have to take time off work, which would cause problems and it would impact my business. Now I can concentrate on my job.
Our company isn't simply about putting users and drivers in touch with each other. I want to help improve the quality of life for those who use our service.
When Efelita launched the company in March 2015, she was just 18 years old.
I felt that women were often in danger due to the large number of sexual assaults on public transport. It frustrated me that this was restricting the mobility of women.
In Indonesia, over 20,000 incidents of groping and rape were reported on public transport in 2016. In 2011, a rape was committed when a bus driver conspired with 3 other men to attack a passenger.
One of the reasons for sexual assault and other attacks on women is that Indonesia's public transportation systems are not separated by gender. It makes it difficult for many women to use the trains and buses. I launched this company to try and help create an environment where women can live in safety and feel secure that there is no risk of being attacked.
One characteristic of Efelita's company is that all of the drivers are considerate of the Muslim faith.
I'm a Muslim. Muslim women are discouraged from touching any man other than members of their own family. I wouldn't want to ride on a motorbike taxi with a male driver. I enjoy how the driver always greets us with a smile and the Muslim greeting, Assalamu alaikum.
Using her experience in a part-time job doing home deliveries, Efelita launched the company with just her own motorcycle. When she didn't have enough money to rent an office and was struggling with cash flow, her father, Epi, came to her assistance. He lent her a room free of charge in an apartment building he manages.
Since she was a young girl, she has always been very active and had a strong sense of right and wrong. I wasn't surprised when she decided to start a business.
A year later, Efelita's business was receiving orders from 1,500 customers per month. In January 2016, she added a chat service to the company's app. The chat service allows customers and drivers to message each other directly. Efelita encourages her drivers to actively communicate with their customers. The direct messaging service is very popular, with the majority of customers making use of it when they order a taxi.
The reason I introduced the application is that when customers can converse with the driver, it helps them to feel safe and comfortable, even if they can't see the driver's face. Another reason we added chat is that women always like to communicate with each other. Other companies don't have the service, so it also gives us a selling point.
Within 1 year of introducing the chat service, the company doubled its business. It now operates in 24 cities, including the capital of Jakarta, employing more than 400 drivers. Efelita holds a monthly gathering with her drivers to meet face-to-face and catch up. The majority of the drivers are age 30 or over.
I'm the president, but I'm the youngest of all. As the company got bigger, the most difficult issue was to build trusting relationships with the drivers. I try to communicate with them as much as possible.
I had a customer telling me they were in a rush, telling me to go faster, and really pressuring me.
That must have been hard for you.
The older you get, the harder it is to drive fast. Rushing is dangerous too.
How have you been, Diana?
Fine. You must be busy.
Diana is one of Efelita's most trusted drivers, having been at the job for 1.5 years. She's a single mother with a 9-year-old daughter. Diana used to work full-time at a call center, but started driving a motorcycle taxi after her workplace relocated.
The business Efelita started is really helping me. She always thinks about the livelihood of her drivers. I can set my own hours, which gives me great flexibility. I don't take orders early in the morning. I have to take my daughter to school at 11:30, so I spend time with her until then.
I think the right answer is number 2.
Are you sure?
Don't you think so?
You're probably right.
I like playing and studying together with my mom.
Today, Diana has something that she wants to discuss with Efelita. It's a problem that concerns many of the company's drivers.
Recently, there have been a lot of customers that cancel their orders as I'm already heading to pick them up. Sometimes there are customers who reserve a taxi and then don't show up.
I agree that the large number of cancellations is a problem, but the customers also have their own reasons.
Getting several cancellations is disappointing for the driver.
That's true. I'll try and think of a way to reduce the number of canceled jobs. All of the drivers have more life experience than I do. Listening to them often gives me hints to improve our service and the management of the company. By incorporating their ideas, I want to become a company that is even more popular with its customers.
What drives the inspiring women of Asia? We take a look at the source of their motivation.
What's that on your wall?
My motivation. It's a quote from the U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt.
President Roosevelt was known for the saying, "With self-discipline, most anything is possible."
I fill in the blank with my own goals I'm trying to attain. To me, this means that you should try your hardest and never give up. Then you will always be able to achieve your goals and continue to remain strong in the face of adversity.
What will you put in the blank next?
To become the best entrepreneur.
Ephelita and her drivers visit an especially busy intersection. They're handing out flyers to raise awareness of the company.
We want to advertise on television or online, but we don't have enough money.
Ephelita takes the lead in promoting the service.
We run a motorcycle taxi service just for female customers.
A motorcycle taxi service. With an app.
Yes.
So it's just for women?
Could I order every day?
Of course. And if you sign a monthly contract, you'll get a discount.
To gain wider attention for our women's-only transport service, we need to produce advertisements, and the biggest issue is our budget. Up until now, we haven't received any major investments.
This is the Indonesian capital of Jakarta. Ephelita and her staff have come here to make a presentation. They're hoping to win an award from the Indonesian government that pays out some $40,000 US to support promising companies using innovative information technology. Ephelita hopes to use the money to fund advertising and capital investment.
Hello, everyone. Today, I will be explaining Indonesia's first ever women's-only transportation service, which is equipped with an online chat function.
Through her presentation, Ephelita highlights the unique chat service that her company offers.
If customers on a monthly contract want to go to a different place, are they still given the same driver?
We don't have that system yet. However, they can use the chat system to request particular drivers and times when they place their order. We respond to these requests at our customer service center.
The apps of other companies allow you to order a bike taxi by pressing a single button.
Our concept is based on developing a relationship with our customers. That's why we offer the chat service.
I felt that her product is competitive, with a unique functionality. She's making clever use of information technology, and I think that there's a market for the service.
I was worried about the presentation, but I'm happy it went well.
The results of the award program are scheduled to be announced in 2 months.
Wherever you go in the world, women can be seen in all sorts of diverse roles. In any environment or occupation, I believe that women should hold a greater social responsibility. I'd like to expand our business and encourage as many women as possible to use it. By providing safe and reliable services, I intend to support the women of Indonesia and give them more power to be involved in society.